is on the clock as we get ready for our fourth and final group of night one. Now, Jamie Little is standing by with some special guests.
Well, Jenny, it is the Jamie and Jamie show back here as the Australian Shepherd Wright is getting ready to take to the ring. And Jamie, you're no stranger to this situation. You've won the group, got on to Best in Show before. What is this moment like at Westminster for people watching and wondering what the nerves are like?
I've been here quite a few times, so not quite the nerves I used to have as a kid, but still a little bit nerve-wracking. It's a big thing. It's a big show. It's really important. The owners are all here, so it'll be fun.
And you grew up coming here?
Yes, ma'am. I've been coming here since 1987, so a long while.
So Mr. Wright did the right thing today, obviously, to get here. What does he need to do tonight to turn that judge's head to pick this dog to move on tomorrow night?
He's a beautiful dog, so as long as he puts on a good performance, he'll get a good look.
He's absolutely beautiful. Jenny, he's ready to go. He's more relaxed than we are.
He does look really good and very comfortable. Does Wright have the right stuff? We'll find out with the herding group coming up next.
And on the floor at Madison Square Garden, the 150th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. And so far with Jason, Chris, and thanks for hanging with us. We've had two breeds that have never won Best in Show that have won their group, the Maltese and the Lhasa Apso, and then the Afghan, which has been 40 years since they've been able to win Best in Show. So a little bit of the unexpected so far.
Yeah, we've actually had two #1 dogs in their respective groups not make it to Best in Show. So anybody can win here. It's going really well.
But he can win in the herding group as well. Let's get to know a little bit more about them with NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace.
The herding group is the newest group at Westminster, officially making their debut in 1983, and they've been raising the standard ever since. Just like a NASCAR driver, herding dogs spend a lot of time going in circles and always with a purpose. These dogs were bred to work livestock, think independently, and stay locked in on the task at hand. The German Shepherd has the most herding group wins at Westminster. So welcome to the ring, the pups that can literally run circles around you.
You can see Bubba Wallace in the Great American Race. William Byron going for a historic three-peat. Doesn't get bigger than that. The 66th running of the Daytona 500. That's February 15th, a week from Sunday. And it's only on Fox. And this iconic show is only right here with Michael Lefebvre.
May we have the herding group in the ring, please.
Well, the herding group's such a great group because, you know, there's all different styles of herding and the way the dogs work. So we're going to see a lot of different makes and shapes that define the ability to do their job.
Now, you were saying it's a little tougher to sort out this year, and why is that?
Well, I think this year we have a lot of dogs that are really close to the top that are going to be battling it out here in the group tonight, and there's some new dogs that are going to really come on strong tonight in this group.
And as they make their way into the show ring, Cherie Moses Combs is our judge. She began working with German Shepherds as a teenager. She was a breeder owner handler, later professional handler. This is her third assignment here.
Yeah, and I began in Shepherds, and I knew Cherie Moses Combs as a child, and you know, I always looked up to her, and she's been such a great breeder through the years. So she's been steeped in all herding breeds for a long time, so she's going to really dig into the finer points, and a lot of this is based on the function. So the movement's going to be a really big priority to her, and how they cover ground and how they work out in the ring.
Yeah, and her tie-in with Shepherds, you heard with Bubba Wallace a moment ago. They won. German Shepherds have won 3 of the last 4 years from this group. The last 2 by Mercedes, running out in front. This is the final group, the 4th and final of the night. Michael Lefebvre to take us through the 33 in the herding group.
Originally bred to herd cattle in the rugged Australian outback, the Australian cattle dog is a tough, courageous, intelligent, and possesses great stamina. Their loyalty, devotion to duty, and protective instincts make them self-appointed guardians of family and property. Adults are flat-lying, weather-resistant, and can be either blue or red. This is Australian cattle dog number 37.
the judge taking a walk around just to get kind of an overview.
Yeah, and she'll take in the whole group and kind of determine what, she'll get a quick picture. Maybe she'll sort some out like, oh, that's really pretty. I'll check that out a little bit while later. So she's going to do this quick walk, and then she'll come back to the cattle dog,
who is a 4-year-old male named Denver. They were bred to work in the field, and this is a particular dog that loves to do that, according to its owner.
And we don't usually talk about heads in the herding group, but their head was designed so that if an animal kicked backwards, they didn't want a big, deep indentation by the nose and the skull. So it has to be relatively smooth so that foot would glance off of it. So when these dogs are developed, they develop all these survival characteristics, actually.
Oh, we don't hear. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be touching your dog yet because he's not talking.
He's not talking.
Crap.
Not sure.
Originally bred to herd cattle in the rugged Australian outback, the Australian cattle dog is a tough, courageous, intelligent, and possesses great stamina. Their loyalty, devotion to duty, and protective instincts makes them self-appointed guardians of family and property. Adult coats are flat lined, weather resistant, and can be either red or blue. This is Australian cattle dog number 37.
I know Mrs. Combs, but she said he's not talking. I knew she wasn't talking about the dog, Denver, because he doesn't need to speak up. She's waiting for our ring announcer there and to keep the order going.
You can see this is a nice sturdy dog. They're a rugged dog. They have a lot of bone to them, substance, a spring of rib.
The back of Denver here looks really kind of like a dusted white over the
Yeah, and
brown.
it's just the patterning of the
Thank you.
kind of
And
rounding
around.
that shows through.
Kind of a unique blend.
The Australian Shepherd was actually developed in the western United States, where this versatile and intelligent breed has been valued by ranchers for decades as an exceptional herder.
Thank you.
An eminently trainable dog, their athleticism and skill let them succeed in a wide range of endeavors, from search and rescue to obedience, agility, and fly ball events. This is Australian Shepherd number 45.
And we can tell by the crowd, we heard, Jamie and Jenny talking about this particular Australian Shepherd. I mean, just the eyes, you could just look at them all day.
But they have that intensity, too. They're always watching. They're so keen because they're always looking. They always have to be, when they're working out in the field, they have to be looking around at every animal when they're herding and droving.
And around.
And the eye color, they're different colors.
Yeah, and that's perfectly acceptable with this breed. Not a problem at all. They'll typically come with that Merlin color. We'll see it in a couple of different Merlin breeds.
All right, great camera work there.
The bearded collie, or beardy, is an old Scottish breed that achieved recognition in the United States in 1977. Is happy to work with sheep, play with children, jump through hoops, or do anything with their people. Beardies are independent thinkers, so early fun and imaginative training is the key. This is Bearded Collie number 7.
And at age 9, according to the owner, this is the last show before retiring.
Yeah, and you asked about dogs that mature well and can be shown later. Bearded collies, German shepherds, they look so good at this age. I mean, you would never know that this is a 9-year-old dog. And they're exuberant. They're so intelligent. If you want a really intelligent dog, this is such a great breed.
Maybe is it the?
They can outthink you. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
That doesn't take much with me. I know you were thinking that. I know.
Stay away from them then, Chris.
The Beauceron is an old and distinct French breed, bred and selected for their aptitude to herd and guard large flocks of sheep. The ideal Beauceron is a well-balanced, solid dog of good height and well-muscled without heaviness or coarseness. A formidable dog, he commands respect wherever he goes. This is Beauceron, number 10.
Down and back, please. Thank you.
Famous for being pleasers. They love to be active.
Yeah, and I think you'll find that a lot with the herding breeds. They really are a group of dogs that prefer to be working and active. Even if they're not herding, they really need an activity because they thrive on that. That's how they're trained. And, you know, the traits we breed into dogs carry through the years. Even if 5 generations have never herded a sheep, you could take them out and they will be able to do it. They will figure it out and they will work.
Focus. They have a job to do, and they do it.
The rarest of the 4 native Belgian breeds, the Belgian Lacanois, is an affectionate, alert, and intelligent dog bred to herd and guard flocks and fields. This breed's main difference, besides region or origin, is its rough, coarse coat. This is Belgian Lacanois, number 15.
Down and back, please. Thank you.
Can hear the approval from some of the other
cheering them on from the side.
I guess so.
And, you know, we're going to see 4 Belgian breeds, and these all they were all recognized as the same breed until 1959, and then they started to split off due to their different traits, colors, and then they were developed primarily in certain regions.
And around.
Depending on, like we talked about in other groups, the terrain and things like that. And they just got developed into separate varieties, for a lack of a better word.
Is the Belgian sheepdog, we'll see them coming up, maybe the most recognized.
Yeah, and there are subtle differences.
The Belgian Malinois is one of 4 similar Belgian herding dogs recognized in this country. The Malinois is distinguished from the other Belgians by its short coat, ranging in color from fawn to mahogany.
Baby girl.
A proud, agile, and strong dog, full of life, it excels at police work, search and rescue, and performance competition. This is Belgian Malinois, number 6.
One trait you'll always look for when you're judging all of these is they must be square and compact. You never want to see a lot of length through the body. They always have to have this compact square silhouette.
Yeah, the Belgian Malinois, since 1908, they've worked with the New York City Police.
Excellent. And right around.
They actually had a Belgian Malinois that helped the U.S. SEAL team.
The Malinois prize for their, you know, determination, and they will do anything for you.
All right, that's a 4-year-old female. Let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, Chris, of the 7 groups here at Westminster, the herding group is the newest. Because the working group was so large, the herding group was formed in 1983. So 33 breeds make up this group. And one of the favorites is the rough collie. Some of you may remember the famous TV dog Lassie. Well, that breed has gone on to win the group here 6 times. Let's go back to Michael.
The Belgian sheepdog, with its distinctive long black coat, was originally bred as a versatile working farm dog and family dog, herding the flock and guarding the home. Today they are active and successful in many events such as herding, obedience, tracking, and agility trials. This is Belgian sheepdog, number 15.
Down and back, please. Yes, thank you.
7-year-old who loves to have his feet rubbed.
After a long day here at Westminster, that's not a bad idea. They work hard. They need pampering too. So, and you know, we'll see in these breeds, the Belgian breeds, they don't have a big stride like the German Shepherd. You know, they're much more of a moderate style dog.
Great. And right around.
It's a 7-year-old who his mom won in 2022.
And isn't that great to see, like, the progeny coming into the group ring and representing a lineage so well?
It is good to see.
The Belgian Chevreuil is the 4th of the Belgian breed. The coat color is generally fawn to russet mahogany with a black overlay. Bred to herd and guard, these dogs excel as search and rescue dogs in all areas of competition. The breed's versatility and graceful eye-catching appearance are prized by their owners. This is Belgian Chevreuil, number 11.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Is the color of coat pretty
so
much,
that's very typical of what you want to see.
It's a blend of things there.
Sure, and the tips of the hair are darker, you know, and they have this kind of fawn-type undercoat. And you'll see that, and that's, you know, some of the breeds, they split off a little bit because they prize this over a smooth coat, more smooth dog, like we saw in the Malinois.
And right around. Thank you.
And the Lacanois had the harsh coat.
Yeah, it's got that kind of fiery mahogany there and an overlaid, I guess, veiled black. Very cool, very distinctive.
The Bergamasco Sheepdog is an ancient alpine herding and guarding breed. This medium to large, muscular, heavy-boned dog has an abundance of coat that forms flocks, allowing them to blend in with sheep and providing insulation from the climate and protection from predators. The Bergamasco Sheepdogs are intelligent, loyal, and eager to please, making them wonderful family companions. This is Bergamasco Sheepdog number 12.
You know, and some of these dogs were developed for certain styles of herding. So this was more of a nomadic style herder, you know, over long distances through the mountains. And you can see why they have this flock coat. It's a very interesting coat. We'll see corded coats later in the show tomorrow, but it's a very different style of coat.
And do you have to, does that need to be kept at a certain length in terms of
you can trim it if you have it at home, but then we grow it out. It's a protective cover of the dog, so you want it to protect the whole dog.
The Berger Picard is thought to be the oldest of the French herding breeds. The Berger Picard is a medium-sized dog with a rustic, tousled appearance, naturally erect ears, and maybe fawn or brindle in coloration. People-oriented and loyal, the Berger Picard makes a good family pet if properly socialized. This is Berger Picard, number 22.
I think the crowd will like this dog. I think they're just so endearing to look at. But they're such an intelligent, thoughtful herding dog.
Another one named, another dog named Ellie. And by the way, the top dog names according to the American Kennel Club from 2025 based on the latest numbers. Luna for the female, Bella second, and then Max or Hank for a male dog.
Oh, we saw Luna the Great Dane in agility the other night.
That's right. That was fun, the agility. Really entertaining.
Look at that great kick from that dog. Just this beautiful extension. Ah, that's great. Love to see that.
A product of Scotland and England, the Border Collie is the premier herding dog. Their ability to manipulate sheep is legendary, as is their prowess in obedience and agility. Although easily trained, they are so highly motivated to work that they are perfect for the farm, but not for apartment dwellings unless provided with plenty of outside activity. This is Border Collie number 23.
Yeah, that's a, you know, I'm surprised. I mean, I know first year was, what, 1996, but the Border Collie's never been able to win a
come through.
show.
Yeah, because they're a great dog, and, you know, they have such endearing characteristics to this group. You would think they would do better, but it was interesting. He said they're not a great apartment dog. But I will say, if you want them to herd your children, they'll do that in a second. They'll just move the kids around your house. It's really great to watch.
And among the brightest, they in fact finished ahead of the Poodle, making them the valedictorian of canines.
Bouvier de Flandre was developed in the 19th century as a farm dog in the northern hills of France and Belgium. He's been known throughout his history as the milk cart dog. His strength and agility, coupled with his intelligence and serene disposition, make him both a strong worker and a fine companion. This is Bouvier de Flandre, number 6.
And you can see this dense coat, and it should be harsh on the outside, and they have this beautiful beard, and it's all protective. It's to protect their face, their eyes. You know, we don't just grow the hair to make it look nice. It all has a function.
3-year-old female, the owner said that the fun note about this particular, named Farah, this particular dog, she stole leftovers out of the fridge the other night at the hotel while they were out of the room.
Not surprising.
So I guess
Farah's a little devil, yeah.
Yeah, they're smart enough to find dinner on their own.
The Briard is an ancient breed from France, serving as a sheep herder, guardian, and all-around farm dog. Vigorous, alert, and self-confident, they have the strength and power to do the job for which they were bred. Distinguishing characteristics include a long, wavy coat, dew claws on his rear legs, and a crook at the end of the tail. This is Briard, number 10.
Okay, pretty girl, down and back.
She's reeling them in. She's like, easy. And I'll tell you why. They have this great phrase in the breed called Quicksilver. And it's because they could do these quick turns. You know, they're so agile, and that's how they're able to work.
How do they see through that?
They're used to it, and as they go, the hair blows back, so their eyes open up.
Kind of the expression, it's kind of a frank or questioning kind of a look.
Yeah, they're always watching too,
Perfect.
you know.
And
But
around,
look at that,
please.
just standing there, perfect,
Yep.
ears up. Just putting on a great show. She's pulling a little hard there. They get carried away.
Named for the ancient land of Canaan, its origin dating back to biblical times, the Canaan dog is Israel's only native dog. A herding and sentry dog for the ancient Hebrews, the breed lived as a feral dog for over 2,000 years in the desert, where it survived independently until it was re-domesticated in 1935. This is Canaan dog, number 8.
And you know, that's an interesting thing when we talk about how dogs develop. This dog survived on its own for centuries. And you know, and when we domesticate them, they still have some of those traits of being a wild dog, but they become much more
Perfect.
sensible and
And around.
adaptable to the family now.
Thank you.
But they do have a unique temperament. And you know, they're a little aloof. They're great with the people they love. So that's what you have to expect when you get certain breeds.
In Welsh, Corgi means dwarf dog. The Cardigan is the Corgi with the
Can I see the
tail.
bite, please?
It's one of the oldest breeds in the British Isles, dating to 1200
Good job.
BC. He was developed as an all-purpose farm worker and companion. His willingness and trainability allowed him to excel in performance events. This is Cardigan Welsh Corgi number 25.
And this is our first Corgi we're going to see tonight. Very different than the Pembroke we're going to see later. The boning is more, the structure of the front legs is a little different. There's a little more body to them.
Named Mookie, which baseball fans in New York
He's going great.
can relate to a famous Mookie.
He's checking things out on the side, seeing who his competition is.
Okay, buddy, right around.
See, they make you laugh. You can see, you can hear her kind of laughing at the dog, and
Not too fast.
they just make you smile.
Kind of
She tells him to go
Oh,
not
yeah.
so fast, but she's just trying to let everybody settle in.
yeah, that tug looked a little strong.
Collies originated in Scotland, where they were bred to gather, move, and protect sheep. They were selected for herding because they are gentle, alert, and intelligent.
Yeah, I see the
The
bite,
breed
please.
comes in 2 varieties, the rough coat and the smooth coat. One standard is used for both varieties. This is Rough Collie, number 30.
5-year-old female who, Jamie had mentioned this rough collie earlier. We noticed on the monitor in between the break, caught our eye.
Yeah, and they're really prized for their head and expression. That's one of the key features of this breed. That smooth back skull. And you can see the head structure is very different
right
than a
around to
lot
the
of the
end.
dogs we've seen. It's very important. And then you look at the function and how they move. And you can see this animal just moving beautifully behind that strong kick of the rear.
Yeah, and they're good. With families, they develop a strong bond. We started the night with 114 dogs to be shown. When we return, as we continue the final 17, will the German Shepherd make it 3 straight group titles?
ProPlan believes exceptional nutrition fuels more than the days in your life. It fuels the life in your days. ProPlan. Fuel for life.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah? Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall counter?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
When I started Walton Goggins Goggle Glasses, I had no idea what I was doing. But GoDaddy Aero does, using AI to build a logo, website, and social content. So I can let the world know if your goggles ain't Goggins, they don't belong on your noggins.
Brace your taste buds. The new DQ Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket comes with cool DQ soft serve as a dip for just $6.99. Add one of our new tahini lemonades. It's the new Swicy menu, only for a limited time.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is presented by Purina Pro Plan, fuel for life. And we are midway through the herding group. 17 dogs still to go, but it's only night one. We are back tomorrow night with 3 more groups, the sporting, working, and terrier groups, to fill the remaining slots that will compete for Best in Show. Now back to the judging of the herding group and Michael Lefebvre.
And now for the second variety of collies, the smooth. While the rough-coated variety was developed for the colder northern climes of Scotland, the smooth collie was used primarily as a cattle driver in the south of England. This is Smooth Collie number 32.
Okay, down and back. Thank you.
Kind of the white vest look. And the coats were mostly, I guess, black, but they can be sable and white now or tricolor, right?
Yeah, this is a very typical marking pattern.
As time has gone by, 6-year-old female.
And right around.
Yeah, and they can be sable, tricolor, blue, merle, and white.
Handler, a second generation and lifelong breeder owner handler of collies.
The Antley Booker Mountain Dog is the smallest of the 4 Swiss Senior Mounds. Originating from the Inley-Booker Valley of Switzerland, the breed is prized as a herding and all-around utility dog. These distinct, smooth-coated, tricolor dogs are intelligent, high-energy breed, best for people with an active lifestyle. This is Inley-Booker Mountain Dog, number 7.
You know, one of the things that made a breed prized is their versatility, and they called this the Swiss Army knife of the dog world.
Okay.
So, you know, they were just so versatile, and you can see he's a powerful dog, low to the ground, this really strong body to him, well muscled.
Haven't been an entry in many years, but in 2012, first year entered. So good to see the breed returning to the WKC. And they're they get a little separation anxiety if they're away from their owners too much.
The German Shepherd dog is a highly intelligent, exceptional family dog who enjoys the endeavors of its owners. Originally bred as a sheep herding and protection dog in Germany, today it's competitive in herding, obedience, agility, and tracking. And very successful as a service dog and a policeman's best friend and protector. This is German Shepherd dog number 30.
And Juice looks like he's ready to go. He's juiced. It's funny, you know, we had the pleasure here on Fox FS1 to broadcast in 2017 when Rumor broke through and won.
And she's going to take a hard look at this dog. You know, this is her breed, and you know, some days it favors them and some days it doesn't. And she's, you know, she certainly knows everything about the German Shepherd dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, and around.
Look at that stop, just stretched out. And you know, we usually see the dog stop 4 square. German Shepherd will stop with that outside show leg elongated out. And it's very unique. And look at this flying trot. Yeah. That's so beautiful. That is indicative of what the breed has to be when they are on the go.
The Icelandic sheepdog arrived in Iceland on longboats with the first Viking settlers. A hardy and agile Nordic herding Spitz, it has a thick waterproof coat. Confident and lively bearing are typical for this gentle, intelligent, and happy dog. Highly alert, it will give visitors an enthusiastic and cheerful welcome. This is Icelandic Sheepdog, number 19.
As Michael Lefebvre just said, that dog was wagging his tail the whole time on the table. Great temperament on this breed. And they love everybody.
Tail not straight out, flipped over the back,
Yeah,
but a lot of movement.
plumed over the back, yeah.
Kind of a cool look and firm neck.
Yeah, a little more compact. You know, we see some of these dogs with these really long necks. They're a moderate dog.
Thank you.
Crisp, also the name of this male, competing in the agility.
A happy dog all the way around.
The Lancashire Heeler is known for its medium to high energy levels combined with intelligence, alertness, and friendliness. This sturdy breed is a short, weather-resistant coat in black and tan or liver and tan. The Lancashire Heeler excels at herding cattle while also exhibiting terrier characteristics for hunting rabbits and rats. Although the breed's history dates back to the 17th century, its exact origins remain unknown. This is Lancashire Heeler, number 15.
And there's a little tip about how this dog worked when you hear the word healer. Look at that.
Yes, that's a cool shot.
It's great, isn't it? You can see by their size, they were low. So when they were driving cattle, they would nip at the heels. So that's how they worked. So, and a lot of times they were vocal to keep the animals moving. So they're really a diverse breed, and we'll see a couple other healing breeds as well.
Sturdily built.
He's a great guy. I love him.
Miniature American Shepherd was developed in California during the 1960s. These dogs were bred for their small size, intelligence and trainability, and herding instincts. This is an active dog that needs both exercise and training. Whether working stock, navigating an agility course, or doing therapy work, the Miniature American Shepherd does it all with due diligence. This is Miniature American Shepherd, number 29.
Popular and a favorite in Hollywood, appearing in Air Bud, Seventh Inning Fetch, Cats and Dogs, Good Boy.
Beautiful.
Candace Cameron Bure, Steve Jobs, Steven Spielberg, all have owned miniature American Shepherds. And this is another one where one eye could be a different color.
Yeah, and it's their adaptability. That's why they're so popular in movie work.
The Moody is a Hungarian farm dog bred to herd the most stubborn of livestock. A true working dog, the Moody is known for its courage, trainability, and self-cleaning coat. The breed's ability to quickly learn tasks makes him exceptional in many dog sports. This is Moody, number 26.
You'll see quite a few Hungarian breeds through the show this week.
This is Beryl, who loves car rides. Some dogs do, some don't. It's funny. I guess do you believe in that? If you take them out early on a car ride, they get used to it, where sometimes
I think most of them like it, and you'll find a few that just don't enjoy it, no matter what the breed.
When you have to drive them to the vet, sometimes they're like, then that gives them
right around. Thank you.
Gives them that uneasy feeling every time they get in the car after that, unless they're going for something fun.
Sure.
The Norwegian Buhund was once the cherished companion of life Vikings. Buhund means farm dog in Norwegian, and he is a versatile breed that herds livestock, guards property, and has been used for hunting game. He is double-coated, squarely built, Spitz-type dog with an intelligent, friendly expression. This is Norwegian Buhund, number 9.
Talking about car rides, sniffspot.com surveyed dog owners about how often you travel with your dog, and 34% said occasionally, 27% said frequently, and very few said never. Only 8%.
Yeah, you should take your dog along.
This is whether it's in a car or whether you're walking. I think they prefer the walk or a jog.
This Buhund's a wonderful dog, and you see that beautiful double coat he has, that sound movement. Just a great dog going around the ring. Beautiful example.
That is Nemo.
The Old English Sheepdog emerged as a distinct breed in the mid-19th century. evolving from herding stock, also known as a bobtail, with a harsh double coat resistant to weather and brambles. He excelled as a drover, handling cattle or sheep on the way to market. This is Old English Sheepdog, number 21.
Okay.
It's a very this is a very complex dog to go over and understand with your hands. So they want to feel this big skull on the dog. They want to feel a pear-shaped body, but reverse. And the crowd's going to go wild for this dog. Always a favorite here.
And they love long walks. We were talking about travel, but that's a cool. There's a lot of moving parts there. If you're a clean freak, you got to be careful here because of the drooling and all the taking care of the coat. But
And right around.
And like I said, you don't have to have them in this full
Yeah.
coat. You know, this is a show dog that really wants to emphasize the texture and the proper coat, but you can also have them, you know, trimmed down, and they're perfectly fine and happy that way. But look at this beautiful gait on this dog. And you can see how large his head is. And it's not all hair. It's a big head under there.
All right, let's check in with Jenny Taft.
Chris, thank you. Well, something to know, many of the handlers today are wearing a purple lapel pin to support the Purple Leash Project, Purina's initiative to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters in the U.S. where abuse survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Now back to the judging and Michael LaFave.
The second Corgi breed is a Pembroke Welsh Corgi, which was developed in Wales as a livestock and family dog. It dates from about at least the 10th century. The Pembroke is recognized by their foxy face, sturdy build, and moderately long, low shape. Physical agility and affectionate temperament are paramount characteristics of the Pembroke. This is Pembroke Welsh Corgi, number 28.
So if we remember the Cardigan before, he was a much more substantial dog. And you saw that his legs were much more heavy bone. This dog has a little foxier, more fox expression. The legs are straighter. They are a low and long dog, but not too long. You never want them to get too long because that becomes a hindrance when they're working in the field because it's not utilitarian then.
Yeah, I mean, they'll hurt fellow dogs or even kids, right?
Look at that. Beautiful level top line. You can see that foxy expression. Yeah, it's a beautiful face on that dog.
Face.
Just a beautiful type. Legs going right in the right direction. Perfect.
First documented in the 13th century, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog is a herding dog of considerable ability. The double coat is long, dense, and shaggy. Being strong-willed, they do best with a master that is willing to train and socialize them. This is Polish Lowland Sheepdog, number 15.
Again, visibility, I don't know if there was a snowstorm, would they even know it?
I think they would, absolutely.
Well,
and you know, we talk about lowland, so you think about the conditions that they work in. So you develop a protective coat so that they can be protected while they do their work. And you know, you'll see some of these herding breeds like the Border Collie, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, they don't carry their head. You never want to see it like an Afghan. You know, you want to see their head out and forward because they're working. You know, they're not looking upwards to herd.
And that's part of the judging, the standard.
Correct. And she'll look for that head carriage. You can see it here where the head's out and forward. It's very correct for that breed.
The Puli is an ancient breed of Hungary, introduced by the migration of the Magyars over 1,000 years ago. He has the same corded coat as seen on the Commodore. Adept at handling large herds and flocks, the Puli is keenly intelligent and deeply devoted to his owners. This is Puli, number 9.
So it's all that Bergamasco. So that has 3 types of coat within that flock. And these aren't the same. These are more rounded, and they have 2 types of hair. And you separate them. As they grow up, you pull the locks apart.
And Slate, the owner says that, you know, he'll run up if he sees girls or kids. They're very popular because he'll instantly visit each one of them and then roll over for,
that's
for
great.
like a belly rub.
You know what? That's why we love dogs, because they give back so much. You know, we ask so much of them, and they give back to us all the time. That's really what any of these dogs really are all about.
It's a cool connection.
ancient Hungarian breed, the Pumi was developed by shepherds who developed a dog that would herd their cattle, sheep, and pigs on the small farms of western Hungary. This medium-sized spirited dog with wavy and curly hair is intelligent, willing to work, and a quick learner. The breed is characterized by its square outline, circular tail, semi-erect ears, and a whimsical expression. This is Pumi, number 12.
Very, very unique coat, ear, expression. As you can see, that semi-erect ear. And the coat, it has curls. Or corkscrews, actually, so you can have both.
You can have both. And are the ears, is it me, or do they have to be balanced necessarily?
They should be like that, yeah.
Okay.
Semi-erect ears, just like that, yep.
This is Demi, who will be 2 years old next week.
Putting on a great show, too.
Looking very active. Cindy Cassidy, the owner.
The Pyrenean Shepherd hails from the Pyrenees Mountains of France. They were the traditional working companions of the larger dog, the Great Pyrenees, and were bred to herd sheep and other livestock. They come in two varieties, smooth-faced and rough-faced, referring to short or shaggy hair. These shepherds excel in agility events and also make wonderful family companions. This is Pyrenean Shepherd, number 16.
They have a long lifespan of an average between 15 to 17 years. You know, you get attached, just talking about your dogs and how much they mean to you. And boy, dealing with loss of one of them at an earlier age. So if you want to bond, have a family member that you can at least be enjoying for a lot of years, this could be your choice.
You'll see something really nice here when this dog comes around the ring. We call it the gate that shaves the earth.
Really?
And it's, yeah, and
okay,
it's this beautiful gate from the side. You
Look
can
at
see it just so low on the ground, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Facial hair flowing.
The Shetland Sheepdog originated in the Shetland Islands. Developed there on British mainland as a popular, affectionate companion and farm dog. His color may be sable, ranging from light golden brown to dark mahogany, black, or blue merle. The Sheltie's desire to please his owners makes him an outstanding worker in obedience and agility trials. This is Shetland Sheepdog, number 25.
This Sheltie came out of a really tough breed today. There are some really beautiful dogs in this breed, and you can't go wrong picking any of them, but this dog came out on top, and I can see why. And look at that. You can see how agile they are. Look at that, just jumping up in the air.
Even at this hour, frisky.
Yeah, they'll never stop. Shelties have great energy. Look at it, just out there. What are we going to do?
Around, please. Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, this is
non-stop.
Summit, a 4-year-old who knows. The owner says that he knows when he wins, he jumps for joy the minute a judge points at him.
Sending the message right now, right?
We'll watch closely.
Spanish Water Dog is a rustic, medium-sized, curly-coated, all-purpose farm dog used primarily to herd goats, sheep, and cattle.
Good. Perfect.
The breed is devoted to its people and happiest when it has a function to perform. Because of its intelligence, trainability, and athleticism, this breed excels in all dog sports. This is Spanish Water Dog, number 11.
Thank you.
So this coat's a little different. So this is a single coat. You know, we had 3 types of hair in the Bergamasco. This is just a single coat. But it does form these, it's always curly and woolly in texture. And this worked in the water, so, you know, this would retrieve the nets when you used nets back in the old days. You know, this became then a herding dog after they didn't use it for that anymore.
Yeah,
so we evolved dogs into different purposes.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, James, because they're not really a water dog at this point, more to the protective.
They could still do it, for sure.
Livestock.
The Swedish Valhund is a very old Spitz-type breed dating from the days of the Vikings. Small, powerful, and fearless, they have been kept for centuries as all-purpose farm dogs for herding cattle, rodent control, and alerting the farmer to visitors. The double coat and characteristic harness markings are essential features of this breed. The tail may be long, stub, or bobbed. This is Swedish Valhund, number 11.
This dog's done a lot of winning, and you know, it's not a really well-recognized breed. But I'll tell you, it's an endearing breed when you get to know them. Their temperaments are wonderful. They're always looking to please you.
And right
You
around.
can see the dog's
Thank
intensity with the handler, Mark Bettis.
2-year-old named Gabe, coming from Wisconsin. And yeah, that low to the ground, but that's the way the coat is shaped. It's almost like it fits.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing out of proportion for the dog.
33 in the herding group, and that's where Mrs. Sherry Moses Combs will scan. Get down to name our 4th group winner of the night. We're live in New York. It's the first of 2 nights. 7 groups, 7
May I
winners.
have the Australian Shepherd?
Ultimately deciding best in show.
Okay, we have the Australian Shepherd out first. Just taking a look at the Belgian breeds.
May I have the Bouvier, please?
The beautiful Bouvier female from Canada, one of our international dogs.
May I have the Briard? May I have the German Shepherd, please?
Shepherd's passed the first hurdle.
Yes, could the string of Shepherd success continue
May I have
here?
the American?
All right.
May I have the Old English, please?
It's a crowd favorite for sure.
May I have the Bouhin?
Oh, she pulled the Bouhin, the great. She went back and got the Bouhin. And the Pembroke Corgi.
Thank you so much.
German Shepherd had won the last 2 in the herding group, last 2 shows.
This is a tough call for her
So we're gonna
because
take
she's
these
got,
one at a
you know,
time.
her breed in the ring. She's
Not too
got
fast.
some really good dogs that can
Back to where
rival
you
that.
are.
Yes, ma'am. Easy.
Not too fast.
Also had the rough
One
collie
at
and
a time.
English
Not too
sheepdog.
fast.
And she's really going to focus on this side gate. This really shows how the dog is built to her. That's what she's going to be looking for.
And then that one jumps out at you.
The Briard going around. Now we have the Shepherd coming around the ring. The miniature American. Really moving out nice on the lead. You know, out in front of the handler, going at his own pace, nice and smooth. And the Old English. Beautiful, just under control at the nice pace. It's exactly what you want to see. A really solid gait around the ring. And the Norwegian Buhund. They're not making this easy at all. Everyone had a great pass. And the Pembroke Corgi. What a great group. She's done a wonderful job getting down to this short list.
May I have the Old English?
Okay.
The Mini American?
Almost took the handler down.
German Shepherd, please.
Oh, this is getting good.
And I'll have the Bouvier.
Oh, wonderful. What a beautiful selection.
Yeah, variety. Within.
And the winner of the 2026 Westminster Herding Group will be the Old English Sheepdog. May I see them around?
It's Graham, the Old English Sheepdog, edging out 32 others in the herding group.
All the way around. She gave him one last victory lap. And you know, that's what you want to see in this group. You want to see them moving. They're always moving. So that's the whole point of the breed. So she's thrilled. That's great. What a wonderful selection.
That was a difficult group to sort out, but now to cap off the night, Old English Sheepdog, a Lhasa Apso, a Maltese, and an Afghan taking the group wins, and they'll take that into tomorrow, where 3 other group winners will be named to give us that magnificent 7 from the sporting, the working, and terrier groups.
It's a beautiful lineup of dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Our final group of tonight. Tomorrow night, Best in Show about this time. Jamie Little is in the show ring with the winner.
And Colton getting all of the hugs,